Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing my 2-month lock update. So let's get into it. If you're new to this channel, you'll find anything from wellness to locks to sustainability and all that jazz. 2 months into my lock journey has been pretty great. Everyone's been really supportive. I haven't had any family or friends who are like, why are you getting locks? Everyone's just been like, oh, you're getting locks? That's gonna look so good on you. So it's been pretty great of a journey. So technically it's been 7 weeks since I installed my locks, but 2 months, tomato. Just a few days ago, I did my very first retwist. Well, my mom did most of it. I just did the front, and it's only been a few days, and you can't even tell that I did a retwist, really. But it definitely looks more fresh than it did before. And I think the main reason behind that is because I used a homemade aloe vera gel, which had good hold, but it's not going to have as good of a hold as, say, a typical locking gel that you can buy from the beauty supply store. But the reason why I did aloe vera gel is because I didn't want to risk getting any buildup, so I'm pretty happy with my choice. And I'm not too keen on having perfectly neat locks that are constantly retwisted. I kind of like the bushy look, so I waited 6 weeks before getting my first retwist. From now on, I think I'm gonna do more frequently because the way my roots are set up, I really just don't want tangling of the roots because it's not fun trying to repart everything. But honestly, with water, things are able to separate rather easily. But I think from now on, I'm gonna start retwisting my hair every month. Yeah, 4 weeks from now, I think I'll do another retwist, but don't hold me to that. It could be 6 weeks because it just be like that sometimes. I think for my next retwist, I'm going to make some flaxseed gel. So give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see a recipe on that. Or I'm also thinking of doing a sea moss gel. So we'll see about that. So 2 months into my lock journey, I have noticed I got some budding, especially after doing the first retwist. I see a lot of budding now. I like how it feels. In addition to the budding, I noticed that my hair still sheds. I just thought all of the stray hairs would just get locked in, but sometimes I find that there is hair coming loose at the ends, like right now. But I just leave it alone. Unless it's really loose, then it just kind of comes out on its own. But usually it's not a lot, just a few strands here and there. So if you have starter locks, I highly recommend that you do wash your hair whenever you want. I actually find that washing your hair frequently helps it to lock faster. I will say this, when I first installed my starter locks, I didn't wash it until after 3 weeks. But then after those 3 weeks passed, I started washing it every single week. I actually wash my hair more frequently now than I did before I had locks. But yeah, I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna wash my hair when I want to wash my hair. I'm not trying to deal with an itchy scalp for the sake of getting locks, because you're gonna get locks regardless. I do have to retwist the ends after washing it, but after each wash, I notice that there's less and less strands of hair that I have to retwist, so that's good news. The first few weeks in my lock journey, I was like, Frizz, what are people talking about? I'm not getting any frizz. And then after I washed my hair after those 3 weeks, that's when the frizz came about. And I don't really mind the frizz. It's all a part of the process, so I'm just embracing every step in this journey. They call it an ugly stage, but I ain't ugly. So one thing I learned about starter locks is that you're gonna deal with a lot of shrinkage still. I have type 4 hair, so shrinkage is nothing new to me. But I thought when I got locks, it'd be like, oh, no more shrinkage. Look at my hair, so long and nice. But no, there's still shrinkage. Lots of it. Which honestly isn't even a big deal, because it is what it is. So don't get sad when you experience a lot of shrinkage, because that just means your hair is shrinking up to lock up even faster. Some sections of my hair are thicker than others, even if the part width is the same. So that's interesting. Like particularly around the crown area, that's actually where my hair is kind of the thickest, which I always thought it was this left back portion. But I have had moments where I was tempted to make the parts in the crown section smaller, but I was like, you know what, just let them do their thing and trust the process, and I'm glad I did. I noticed now that my hair has gotten even thicker, which I anticipated, and then I know possibly it might slim down a little more as the locks mature. So I don't know, everything seems pretty cool so far. If you guys are new to this channel, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel to get recognized to more people, and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I've just been keeping the locks pretty low maintenance. I'm usually home most of the day, so just let my locks hang, do their thing. I'm trying not to touch my hair as much, you know, hand and hair syndrome. As far as products, I only use shampoo, oil, and water. That's all I use, and I don't plan on using anything else in the future. Oh, and of course, the aloe vera gel for retwisting my locks. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this whole lock journey thing as natural as possible. I think soon I'm gonna start to do hot oil treatments because my hair's been really kind of dry. So I think she needs some extra TLC soon. I've switched to using Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap on my hair. I was using Shea Moisture's Honey Manuka shampoo, but I switched to Dr. Bronner's just because I find that it gives me a deeper clean, which my scalp likes. Also, I do not want any buildup. I say this all the time. No buildup, please. So yeah, if you have starter locks, do not use any moisturizers or deep conditioners, because all of that's just gonna cause a lot of gunk to get built up in your locks that are gonna be very hard to get out. So it's best to just stay away. Every night I make sure I wrap my hair with a scarf. Well, not even a scarf, because scarves be falling off. I wrap my hair with a head tie or bonnet. I do recommend spritzing your hair with water at least every other day, because sometimes I feel like my scalp is dry and itchy, which it is, but that doesn't necessarily mean put more oil on it. I learned that sometimes you just spritz some water because there's already oil in there. So you just add water to the roots to refreshen it, and then give it a nice massage, and it feels a lot more hydrated. You do want to make sure you're sleeping with something over your head, because if you don't, you're prone to getting more pieces of lint getting stuck into your locks. So just because you have a satin pillowcase doesn't mean you shouldn't be wearing a satin head tie to go to sleep as well. When I first started my lock journey, like that first week, I was spending way too much time on Pinterest looking at locks. And right now my Instagram explore page is just filled up with people who have locks, which I don't mind, but like, as you can tell, it's been a lot of looking at other people's locks, which can be a problem because you start to compare your lock journey with someone else's, and then you get false hopes of how your locks should come out. After like those first couple of weeks, I kind of toned it down a bit. Now when I see locks, I'm like, oh, that's cool, carry on, instead of stalking their whole page and being like, I wonder if that width is gonna be the same on my hair. Don't compare your lock journey to someone else's lock journey. So far, I'm really enjoying the process, you know, the lock journey. I feel more, I don't really feel drastic. I know a lot of people in the lock community are like, oh, I feel so connected. But I'm just here, you know, growing my locks, you know, going through life. I'm excited to see how this is all gonna continue to progress, and excited to share this journey with you guys. So be sure to stay tuned, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss an update. Thank you all for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd love to hear some thoughts you all have about LOCS, if you're starting your own LOC journey or you have any tips or advice in the comments down below. And please be sure to check out the description box for any resources. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.